Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI welcoming you right back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. This is episode 22. In the last episode, we took care of the Giant of Babel, and we got the Excalibur, which is such a good weapon for Cecil. It's a secret weapon, so it gives a trophy as well, which is quite nice. So, in we go. We're going for the Sylvan Cave. Hold on. If we look at the map, that's where it is in the underworld. Top left. Just in case you needed to know. Okay, so in this place, it's just like the Cave of Summons, or Land of Summons, or whatever it was actually called on the way there. We'll want to put Float on. And we haven't got Fusoya now, so we haven't got that extra healer, but we have got an extra attacker, which is even better right now, in my opinion. Okay, so none of these enemies in this place are going to be particularly easy. And by that, I mean they can do some real damage. But actually, no, they aren't doing too bad. I guess it's because we've come back so much later in the game than I would normally do it. Like, I had a chance to get more equipment and level up and all that sort of stuff. So, like, this dungeon, I would normally do, I guess, after after the Land of Summons. I would probably do it then. Because, though, I can't remember if there's a boss here. I don't think there is. It's the enemies and the way to get there, the dungeon design that's going to be hard for this place. I think we got a better arrow than that. Yeah, we've already bought it as well. But how do we get to that one? I'm not sure how to get to that treasure chest. Okay, there must be stairs going back up then. Let's kill off some more of these. Wow, look at Cecil's attack compared to the other two. That new weapon is well worth getting. I think you can get another weapon in the final dungeon for him, if I remember right. But I don't know if it's better than the Excalibur. It's probably not. Who really knows? We'll find out when we get there. Right, let's put this back up because it goes away after every... Yeah. It goes away after every floor. Ooh, Bog Witch. I don't think that's going to be a good one to leave alive. There you go. Another frog, so we can just get rid of. I don't know if they can cast Toad. Can they? Well, we'll find out in another battle, probably. Right, so we got stairs to go up, or we had stairs the other way to go down. So it's like a proper maze, this place. Bit of a bugger. It's probably the second most confusing dungeon in the game. The first most being the final dungeon, funnily enough. I always have issues with that one, but again, more on that later. Let's heal up a little bit. There we go. That'll do. Save point by there, which is nice. Oh crap! I didn't put it back on. How could I forget? I literally just mentioned it. Okay, the XP very good in this place. And we found the Elven Bow. Is that good or not? Not particularly. Cast shell when used in battle, so I guess there's that, but... Alright. I don't know if there's any point in finding the items in this place. I mean, of course we'll try, but I still don't know if there is any point. 1,000 gil. And a cottage. Oh, okay, a cottage. Amazing. Let's get... Float back up again. Uses up a bit of NPC, doesn't it? An open chest. That's odd. Ooh, a Malbro. Okay. I hate them in every Final Fantasy game. I've heard... I have no confirmation of this, but I've heard that Malbros will always target Cecil in this game with bad breath. God knows why. But that's what I've heard. So, digestive acid. Oh, killed it. Well, okay. I was hoping to get Asuna out first, but look at his avatar. There you go. See, it's worth the 20 MP difference when it's that good. When it's that many stats elements on it. To confirm, yes, the frogs do cast Toad. The more you know. Okay, so we're back up on this floor. Let's chuck Float back on again. It is a bit of an annoyance, but it's not too bad. I can live with it. High Potion, Ether, Soma Drop, we'll use that, and Golden Apple. Ooh, we got some nice stuff there, actually. Max MP up, so let's chuck it on Rosa. Max HP up for Rydia. Actually, might not be a bad idea to give these Golden Apples and Silver Apples to Edge, since he's going to be... Shit. Since he's going to be in the front row, and his defense is amazing, but... Never mind that. I'm finding that the auto-attacking in this dungeon in particular is hard work, because it doesn't target the enemies I would like to target, that I would think would be logical. Because Cecil has that amazing weapon that does so much damage that it kills each of these enemies in one hit, it's like I don't want him targeting the same enemy as another character in the party. Except if they do survive, but you just never know. So there we go. Yeah, we'll let's kill him off now. Sorted. Ooh, Rydia learned Break. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but she's learned it. Ooh, okay. Let's try around. Yeah, found it. Alright. Monsters? Okay, oh, it's just loads of these frogs, which... Shit, here we go. They're off with the frogginess. If they cast Toad on the same character again, oh, that would be nice. It would be very nice. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I missed that time. Okay, good. That's actually a good thing, yeah. Didn't mean to attack that enemy, but there we go. Can't summon or use black magic. For obvious reasons. Too much of a frog. Oh, crap. Alright, that should bring Cecil back. Good. It's all working out well. Sort of coming up Millhouse. Okay, that should be enough to kill her off. Yeah, sorted. Just the frogs left. Yeah. Because as you can see, even Rosa can kill off a frog. A tiny toad. So she should be able to. Bloody hell. That took some effort. Mage Masher. I think it's for Rydia, but... obviously it's not that great. It can silence enemies, that's the thing. That's why it's pretty good, but it's not something I would ever use again. So, come on, toad it up. Sorted. So that'll go just all the way back round, so why bother? Let's go this way. It's downstairs. Alright, next area. See, like I said, it's a bit of a confusing dungeon. Loads of ways to go. Alright, easy enough. Elixir, very good. Worth coming back for this dungeon just for that. If nothing else. 2 Malbros. Ooh, okay. I think we should be able to kill off one before he gets a chance. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Cecil again. I think that's... ooh, only blind. That's pretty nice. That could have been a lot worse, you know? Still blinded though, so yeah, let's use a Suna with Cecil that time. He's got a Suna, might as well use it. I think we've made it. Okay, nothing in the pot. There are actually other treasure chests in this place. Catclaw. Hellclaw. Hint. Yeah, Yang's all better now. We'll all miss him. If he has a wife, I can't stop him from leaving. If someone are correct, then you may call upon us anytime. We're happy to fight in Yang's stead. He showed us how kind and strong humans can be. Thank you. Learned Sylph. Okay, so if we came here before, when Yang was still in bed, dying, we would have needed to go back to the world, get his frying pan from his wife, come back down here, hit him with it, and he'd be fine. Okay. So, there's one other thing I want to do today. Yeah, we'll leave. I'm not going for every treasure chest, like I said, so it's all good. Remember back in Baron, we were told, go and see the Land of Summons and then come back to me. We're going to be doing that as well today. So first off though, I want to get the free heal from down here, from the pot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see you back at Baron. Alright, we've made it. I don't know if I got the right strategy for this. I'm not coming in with a strategy at all. So you have returned. Yeah, you asked us to come. Your Majesty, I do not need your pity. Although I have been slain, I have been given eternal power. The summoner that follows you will be able to call upon me whenever my help is required. Call on my sword and it will be yours. However, you must earn my respect by proving your strength and courage. Let's begin the battle, just like in Final Fantasy VIII. Here it comes. Odin. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know the best way of beating this guy. But what we'll do, we'll just go all out, because he has got Sansetsuken, the insta-kill thing. So this is going to get very interesting. Let's get haste on the go for Rydia. I think I'm hoping that speeds up the charging time. Fingers crossed, because Bahamut's going to be essential for this fight. Mega Flare, yes, that didn't take too long. We're going to keep summoning that with Rydia. That should be our way through. Yeah, 8550, that's good amount of damage. Nice, we need the crits. Oh, what? It's done already? What? I was expecting that to take so much longer. Wow. No money, but I'm not bothered. You have grown strong. Now you must use that strength to protect Baron and the world. I shall fight along with you as Odin. Yeah, got it. Nice. I think that's all the optional summons, isn't it? Like, apart from the ones that drop. Yes! Learned all non-secret summon magic. So it's 2 that we missed. Like, the bomb you can get to drop as a summon. But it's not really worthwhile. And another one, I can't think what it is now. Is it Lamia? It might be Lamia. Anyways, Rydia, summon, Odin, casts Sansetsuken, which inflicts instant death on all enemies. Obviously it depends, but it might help us out. Ooh, Sylph as well. Cast Whisper Wind, which absorbs an enemy's HP to heal all allies. So it's a drain effect against all enemies, I think. For all your party. Do I need... Yeah, we're going to be using Bahamut from now on, so it don't really matter which order I put these in now. Yeah, I guess that's the case, right? Oh dear god. Sylph, I think I would be more likely to use than Leviathan, actually. Thinking about it. That'll do. And let's get Break up a bit. Causes Petrification, which there's a couple of optional bosses coming up. Like, quite a few of them, actually. Which are not going to be easy without some of these spells that we've learned. Let's check our levels. Not bad. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get shopping a bit, just get a ton of tents and Phoenix Downs and stuff just to get ready to go. You know, I said a couple, well, I've gone about it all out with some of the stat healing stuff and tents, 99 of them. We're going to need them if we want to level grind at some point, so it's how it is. Oh, wait, I do want to use the inn before we leave, actually. We're in Argant, if you're wondering. That's just 50 gil, really cheap. Yeah, it's a good place to do it. If you want cottages, then, you know, that's a thing, but I'm not too bothered enough. I'm a cheapskate. I'll pay 100 for each tent, and I'll be happy with that. Next up, we need to get back to the Lunar Whale, which is... Where do we drop it off? I think we dropped it off over here. Yeah, we did. Look how weird it looks by there. You get on the world map on the foot, and then it gets so much bigger. Right, back to the moon. Nice. We've done more today than I expected to do, so that's really good. Now, where do we go from here? I think we go back to the Crystal Tower, because that's where we saw that one room where we met Fusoya. And then behind there was stuff going on, wasn't there? There was all the crystals there, and it said, "You can't come here yet," or something along those lines. Hold on. I don't think there's anything else to do on the moon. Can we just land by here, please? Like, by this point, I would like to just do that. No, we got to do the walk again, so I'll see you there. And we have made it back to the Crystal Palace. Yet again, I'm going to use the healing points around here, because why the hell not? So HP and stuff over to the left, MP over to the right. Let's get into the actual crystal area now then. I have been nervous about coming here. Let's get going. We shall guide you to the core. Away we go. No, that reminds me of Ocarina of Time when you go into Ganondorf's castle at the end as well, and they all the medallions get together and stuff. There are ways, like secret ways around you as well, so we'll be keeping an eye out, like a lot of them in this dungeon actually. That's what makes it a little bit more confusing. I should probably be going for the Dark Sage first. What do you reckon? Ah, crap. I was hoping Cecil would have killed it off in one, but I guess can't be that lucky. They're not doing too much damage. Like, she only used Fire, so not much to worry about with second stage spells in the last dungeon, I guess. Ooh, look at that EXP. Right, there it is. I knew it was somewhere around here. Okay, keep it going, keep it going. Where we go? Monsters! Okay, 2 of each of them this time, so I'm going to attack the Dark Sages first. Is that enough? No? So, okay, let's try. Yeah, the bow and arrow is just enough to help out by the seams of it. But at our levels and levels of equipment as well, I think we'll be fine getting through this dungeon. Watch me die on this fight now. Okay, let's get cracking. We can heal up after the fight. Try and get it finished first. Grace. Oh no! It healed her though, so that's nice. She gonna get EXP? Yeah, she still did. Good. I wasn't sure if she would. Sage's staff. I don't really want that. I don't care about staffs. It's a goodie, don't get me wrong. A staff that casts life when used in battle. Ooh, that's a really good one. So others can actually revive people now without Phoenix Downs. No, we've got millions of Phoenix Downs, but even still. Okay. It's still a good find. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Ooh, that took us a long way. Giant Warrior, we've seen these before, haven't we? We'll get the Sages first, yet again. Oh crap, Rydia's still petrified or whatever. Gotta get rid of that. I thought it would have vanished after the fight, but no. It might have been better to have kept her like that actually, because I'm not actually using her in these regular random encounters, am I? So at least then there's no chance of her being hit at all. Oh well, too late now. Flamethrower again. Bloody hell, man. Can't be much health left. Stop attacking me. Why would you do that? There we go. Rydia leveled up. Okay. Yep. Yep. That'll do. Too many ways to go. Let's keep going down then. Aha! I knew there was one coming. Right, okay. It's a goodie. It's going to be for Edge. This is how this dungeon works, by the way. You find ultimate weapons along the way, so it's great. Let's quick save, because that's an option we got in this version of the game. To the seeker of this blade, I bring death. Well, that's not quite what we want. White Dragon. Okay, I'm not sure how to beat it. I'm not sure how to beat any of the bosses we got coming up now. Slow, that's going to be a reflex of it, maybe? The thing is, we're still quite close to the start of the dungeon, so we can afford to use a lot of MP and teleport out, kind of thing. Maybe. I mean, I'm going to use Bahamut anyway, and we should still be okay on MP and stuff. Yeah, I'll be okay. Nice. Tons of damage. Earthquake. Shit. Okay, that's okay. Maybe float would be a good idea then. I might do that now, if we get a chance. Before I use it earthquake again. Come on. Yes. Okay, so any more earthquakes now, which is his most devastating attack by the seams of it. Oh, didn't mean to attack with Rydia then. Shit. I can keep using slow now. Like, a lot of the characters are already affected by it, so it don't really matter. Maybe I should be jumping with Kain as well. Can't be far off now. They are bosses. They're all bosses, you know. None of them are going to be easy. Maybe another Bahamut would have been a shout as well. But we can't be far off now, so. Maelstrom. Uh-oh. Good job he jumped. Look at that. There we go. Done. Tons of EXP, so worth it for the weapon and the EXP. You know, Sammy. Yes! One down. I think you can find... Yeah, I'm almost positive you can find another one for Edge as well. Just because he's two-handed. Yeah, this one. Okay, so it takes his defense up a little bit as well. Spirit down, but it doesn't matter for him. Agility down a little bit. That's okay. Katana said to hide otherworldly power, cast protect when used in battle. So, yeah, it's a really good weapon either way. So, let's get healing with... That will not do for now. That will not. Okay, so if I use... yeah, let's teleport back. Huh? Oh, he hasn't got the MP. Okay. Let's get out here. I'm gonna heal up at the pots and then come back into the dungeon again. Alright, we are back, so let's go the other way this time. Edge leveled up there, and his new weapon is pretty amazing. And let's see where this takes us to. Yeah, remember here, so we're on the outside of there now. Monsters? 2 giant warriors. Yeah, no, shouldn't be an issue. As long as everyone attacks the same enemy, which they all should by this point. I feel like Kain needs a bit of an upgrade in his attack power now. If we were jumping, maybe it would be better. But even still. Let's stop the turbo now. And Curaga all... They can do some decent damage, those knees, those flamethrowers. Ah, it's not from the knees. I've always imagined it's from the knees. It's not doing much damage at all anyway. I don't know why I thought it was. Either way. We could have done with a heal in some of the characters, so yeah. I wonder what we're getting from this treasure chest. Anything worthwhile? Black garb. Okay, bit of armor. Black garb. Oh, enough for her. This is weird. Or is it a head for the head? Oh no, there he is. For him again, so he's getting all the upgrades at the start. Attack goes down a little bit because he's not wearing the black belt G anymore, but everything else, look how much it goes up. Evasion, the defense, everything is really good for him, so that's an amazing find for him. So let's just go back around by here a sec. Ooh, just the one Dark Sage this time. Happy days. Sorted. Easy. Like I was saying, I want everyone to be up at about level 70 by the time we get there we go, to the end of this dungeon. There's something I want to do next, actually. I want to go back the left way, because I think I saw another teleporter in that direction, so we're going to try that this time. Where's it to? There we go. Couldn't find it. Okay. But where's it to? I know there must be something... treasure chest below as well. Alright, I had a little look around and I couldn't find anything else in this area, so... This has been GreenyXI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit when we carry on with the final dungeon, and we're going to be at this for a few episodes now, because it's a biggie. So, thanks again for watching, folks. See you again in a bit.